Hey, what's up guys? Kane here with XBLA fans. I'm going to be giving you guys a quick taste of Realm Royale from hi-rez Studios. For those of you guys who don't know, this is kind of like a class-based, almost kind of RPG-like experience into the Battle Royale. It's going to still be a shooter, obviously, you know, kind of that third-person angle. It's a lot of fun. I've been having a blast with it so far, and we're going to dive into this game in a little bit. Obviously, you start on kind of this little Zeppelin at first, and then you're going to jump in pretty similar to how you would with the Battle Bus in Fortnite. That's obviously something that I think most people at this point are going to be pretty familiar with, is this concept. Very similar to PUBG, very similar to any other like major Battle Royale game. The big distinctions on this one is going to be the fact that you have these four distinct characters. Each one has their own mobility. Each one has their own kind of weapons that you're going to get more frequency, and also some buffs and stuff related to based on how you're using them. And you also can get like certain abilities that are stronger for each one and whatnot. Now, one of the cool things is you can change those movement abilities no matter what. You can use any weapon with any character. You know, just certain characters are going to do better with certain ones. Like, the character I'm using now is more likely to get staffs and other mage-like abilities. That's something you're going to notice pretty quickly into this video, is that I'm going to get a lot of those. This is actually, I would say, my favorite character by far of the ones. Now, I'm going to end up playing this pretty poorly. I ended up netting him, but it doesn't really do much. But it did let me escape. So if you notice, when you get downed, you basically turn into a giant chicken. And if you can stay alive for, I think it's 20 seconds, you're going to be able to revive. So me and my buddy Jordan are playing. He's from our Discord. You guys might know Nkata. Thanks to him for hopping in and helping me out here. Discord.gg/XBLA fans. If you're not on there, you probably should join us. It's a pretty good time. But he's helping me with this video. Saves my life. And then I'm going to go over and steal the kill. And every time you get a kill, you know, they're going to drop their loot. And you can actually, like, break their loot up. And that's how you're going to get shards that you can use in the forge. Again, I used that net. Did it a little bit better this time. And since I know he's with me, I'm actually going to just back up and, you know, kind of let him finish him off. You have healing pots and armor pots that you can use at any given time in battle. And when you drop someone, the big deal with this game is you've got to make sure you actually finish off those chickens. One cool thing is you don't have to worry about vehicles or anything like that. If you ever find yourself, you know, kind of getting a little bit of bad circle luck, you can jump on your horse. At any given point, if you are shot while on your horse, you're going to end up, you know, eventually losing it. It's kind of a pretty cool little system. It's very fluid, works pretty well. Right there, you're seeing me kind of kill some stuff for shards. You'll also notice that chests are unique. So if he opens a chest, I can get the same chest, you know, so we'll have different loot at each of them. One nice thing about the forge is it's where you can make armor. You can also make different runes, different abilities, and different weapons. You can also revive your teammates. That is, I think, one of my absolute personal favorite aspects of this game. When you are using the forge, it does kind of make a little bit of an indicator to kind of make it a little more clear that you're doing it. He's using the big hulking dude with, you know, melee weapons. So, of course, he got a sword there. I'm going to end up with, you know, like a mage staff, because that's what kind of fits my character. So you've seen they've done a little bit with the, you know, kind of RNG in a sense there, to where you're going to get specific things more often than not. I actually really like the weapon that this gave me. It's a pretty fun little one. It's kind of almost works like a rocket launcher at times. And it's just, it's pretty fun to have something with that much blast radius. You got to always pay attention in this game, just like any other Battle Royale. People are going to just kind of come from any and all angles. But one thing that's kind of cool is this game also has these loot goblins. And these loot goblins are kind of one of those things where it's just a way to get, you know, more loot. You know, you're going to get those highest rarity items. So there's different rarities on every kind of weapon. You know, you start with your basic stuff. And if you notice, I have that, you know, shotgun that is kind of, you know, a little bit better. But then I've got this staff, which is a bunch better. Now I'm going to find a crossbow here. And that is going to be the top rarity, if I recall correctly. And that's going to have, you know, elemental damage and some other cool things with it. And some of the nice things is you're also going to find, you know, kind of these runes that give you just basic stats as well. You know, when you knock someone out, you can just get them into the chicken. Unfortunately, this is a little bit later in this video, and Nkata actually got taken out. I actually kind of ran away and ran to the forge just so I could get him revived immediately. because we ended up in one of those fights where, you know, you have like 2 teams collapsing on you at the exact same time. There's some cool things you can do with some of these abilities, because like if you just pick it up, you can use it, throw it down, and then immediately pick up a new one and just throw that one down. So you can kind of like, they all have their own cooldowns. So if you have a bunch in a room next to each other, you can just continue to do that, where you just pick them up and throw them, pick them up and throw them. Now we're getting attacked right now while I'm forging, and that's pretty common, especially late game, because I think there's probably only 1 forge left. So anyone who's thinking they want to revive their teammate has to come over here. And that's why you're going to end up with so many people over here. Now, I'm staying in the area because Nkata's going to come up, and I'm going to need to make sure that he actually doesn't get just instantly taken out. Because when he respawns, he's going to respawn as a chicken. He's not really going to be that useful. This is why I like that splash damage on that gun, because it's kind of just hitting. You know, some of these guys from pretty far. We're going to bail on this. We actually get out of this situation, but like it's not really that epic of a video from that point on. We kind of just are like playing a little stealth. So we're going to jump into another game real quick. We ended up coming in like 3rd for that one. We're just going to kind of, you know, check this out. This is another character. This guy is the one who normally gets, you know, the rifles, the shotguns, and the snipers. Probably my favorite when it comes to the weapons. So I'm not a huge fan of this guy's movement ability, but I like the weapons he gets. He's got some cool stuff, and the game rewards headshots, obviously, but to be fair, the shooting mechanics in this game are often very generous. It feels like if you're even remotely near someone, you're probably going to hit them. You're going to get a lot of pretty far-ranged, you know, shots that are actually hitting. Part of that, I'm not sure if it's just me being used to other games, and, you know, they're a little less rewarding, but it definitely seems like it gives you a little bit more, you know, ability to hit from further. Just a little more accurate than I'm expecting at times. So, you know, we just pick off 2 guys here. The nice thing is you can use, you know, your movement abilities to kind of get away. You can use, you know, your horse to try to bail if you can get behind cover to do something. We're going to scare that guy off, and he's going to run away, actually. So, every time you kill stuff, you can go over, you can loot them, or you can, you know, just trash their loot into shards. Those shards are what you're going to use at the forge again, and that's super cool. I love the way you can just kind of throw yourself in through any window with any character. The girl I was using the game before this can actually fly straight through the window super cleanly. But this guy can just jump up and grab it. Now, this is why I say you kind of got to protect your chickens, because they just left him. So not only did they leave him, they actually used their shards to get him a weapon. So I can just come over here and grab that weapon now. When you do forge something, it does have a little bit of a cooldown. That way it's kind of protected for you in a sense. Or, I don't know if cooldown's the right word, but it kind of protects the item temporarily. That way it kind of locks it down as like, okay, this is Kane's item, you know? So like if you're playing with friends and it drops out your armor, it's going to show like Kane over the top of it really quickly. I mean, that goes away with a little bit of time. I'm going to revive Nkata. We're going to kind of just go back out and get ready to fight again. And I don't think there's much more to this clip. Nothing too exciting. But I've been having a blast with this game so far. I love the fact that all of these cities kind of have the, like the major cities have these forges, and they become a central focal point that you're going to have to battle at. This one, you know, we're right on the edge of the zone now. Thankfully, because of the fact that we know we have our horses, we can get out of this area pretty quickly. So I can sit here and kind of help Nkata protect him to get him to revive real quick, and then we'll be good to go. And I can leave him that bow if he wants it. You know, there's some options there. Now, this is later on in our 3rd game of the day. We played 3 games just to get some clips for this stream. We had a blast playing it. Honestly, I've been very much enjoying this game. It very much feels like Fortnite kind of used to, in a sense. It's a little more casual. It's a little less sweaty. And it's pretty good for just kind of relaxing. I'm still a big Fortnite fan for the most part, even though I haven't played it in a while. I love PUBG. I just love this kind of genre. But this one right here to me has been one of the more relaxing games I can play with friends who are not necessarily as good at those, because at the end of the day, it's very, very forgiving in some ways as a team. So the fact that you can revive your teammates if they get killed is huge. The fact that when you go down, you become a chicken, so you can kind of bail, you know, on the situation. You're not just dead waiting on your teammate to pick you up. It gives you a little bit more individual protection there, and also some ability to kind of like, you know, if you're playing with a friend who constantly dies, you can kind of keep reviving him so that they don't have that bad experience per se, you know. And this is just kind of going to be the end of the game, us closing it out. We're in pretty good circle position. I mean, it's kind of the same as any Battle Royale game in that instance. Take some shots, see if I can pop that guy. I think he actually did get chickened by somebody else and taken out, which is just kind of great. Maybe not. Maybe we do finish him. This is what happens when you record this like 3 or 4 days ago. I have one of the cooler abilities right here. It's like kind of Reinhardt's shield from Overwatch. I mean, I feel bad saying that, but there's a couple times where I'm like, that's an Overwatch. You know, it's just, the concept's not really anything that unique. You know, it's a one-way shield that you can shoot through. It's pretty great. We're going to see him on the hill in a second, and we're going to be able to take him out and get our win here. But thank you guys so much for checking out this video. I really do appreciate it. If you guys have any questions about Realm Royale, please do let me know. I've been having a blast with this game. I think it's pretty good. I think you're probably going to enjoy it. And it's definitely worth giving a chance. It is free to play. It does have kind of its own little battle pass. You can play with, you know, 1 player, 2 players, 4 players, however you want to play the game. It's, you know, very fantasy themed. The environments are pretty cool. There's some pretty interesting locations. I still don't know the map at all. I kind of travel and I'll just be like, oh, we're in, you know, like Smurf Village. And then all of a sudden we're in like Yeehaw Skyrim. And I'm just confused as heck. But I've really been enjoying it. I'm having a lot of fun. I think it's pretty fun. It's from Hi-Rez Studios. Definitely give it a chance. I'd love to know what you guys think of the game in the comments. Please do let me know. We have a ton of other games that we cover each and every week. We try to cover every single new, you know, indie or ID or, you know, just pretty much all the non-major AAA games every single week, just because they're not getting a ton of coverage in other places. And we want to make sure that you guys have a chance to kind of find out about more different games that are out on Xbox. And this one is one that I've been having a blast with. I definitely see myself coming back and playing more of this. The mobility to get from point A to point B is just really nice. The fact that I could come up, you know, when he's getting pushed by 2 people and just help him was huge for me. I love the fact that, you know, we can just work together throughout this experience and continue to kill stuff. The fact that you get pretty good risk reward when you kill stuff because you're getting these shards that you can then burn into what you actually want. You know, the fact that this guy was even able to get away on a chicken is actually kind of cool, because it gave him this chance to even try to make like a hero play here, you know. And I like the fact that, you know, it gave a little bit of an opportunity. You know, he's not just instantly out because you know, his other teammate's dead. You know, a lot of games when you get downed, if your teammate's already dead, you're just dead. You know, this one, even if you're a solo, you've got that chance with your chicken. There is a limit to how many times you can chicken. I've actually hit that once or twice, because I do normally somehow seem to survive as a chicken pretty well. I'm going to let Enkata kind of close this one out, and we'll pick up this win. Actually, no, I take it back. I'm going to jack the kill. But thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I had a lot of fun with this. Please do like and subscribe, and let me know what you think of this video in the comments. You guys are really awesome, and the only reason we can actually keep doing this. We really enjoy doing them, and we hope you enjoy the content. Later.